protect you with the gun?
No. Having teachers armed is just asking for disaster. There's just countless scenarios that could go on that so many more people could be hurt that don't need to be. But for gun control, no civilian needs a military-grade weapon that military and law enforcement are trained to use. There's just no need for it. We go to the supermarket, we go to the mall. There's really nothing that we come across every day in our lives to be protected with a gun like that.
Sure. So what is another way to protect the kids, the children? Another way?
I mean, I know at my school now we're having clear backpacks and more security, but our school shouldn't. No, people forget what school is like. We shouldn't have to go through so many code red drills and to have clear backpacks and to have basically our school almost locked up like a prison. We have to go through points now just to check in as a student. You know, we're basically checking in almost to a prison.
Wow.
But I just think getting those guns off the streets is the main thing, and basically having background checks and extensive, mental health funding. But to keep schools safe, we shouldn't have to put so much measures into schools, almost like a prison, to keep kids safe.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Cool. This is a short interview. I have a YouTube channel, and basically I'm engaging with the community, trying to get different opinions and put it out on the channel.
Okay.
People can dig up the information. So how do you feel about gun control? How do you feel about your teacher having a gun in class?
I know for sure when I was in high school, if one of my teachers would have had a gun, we probably wouldn't have made it out off top. So I personally don't support it at all.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's all I needed, sister. What's your name?
I'm Cheyenne.
And you're a student at
Howard.
Howard University. What year are you in?
I'm a junior. I'm an Afro Studies major, sociology minor.
Okay, do your thing. I appreciate you coming through.
All right,
2
thank
seconds.
you.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hi,
What's your name?
Daniel Reed.
Daniel Reed. How are you, brother?
Pretty good.
All right. Let me ask you this question. Would you rather have your teacher possessing a gun to protect the students in the school?
No, I don't think teachers should have guns because, let's say, first of all, a teacher might not fire the gun and get everyone jeopardized by a shooter, or the teacher might have not good aim and blast someone else. So that's why I don't think a teacher should have a gun, because he's jeopardizing the student's safety.
Wow. Okay. Support gun control. Be the voice in your community, man. Do you support gun control? Would you want your teacher to have a gun in his possession?
Definitely not. I'm an educator. That's not a good look.
What?
For our children,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's not a good look. 'Cause
Thank
it's
you.
too many. Yeah, it's just not a good look. It's not safe for the teachers or the students. So, no, that's just not good. Non-violence is always the way.
All right, thank you, man. You want to give your you're a student at where?
I'm a student at Howard. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm a
cool, man.
graduate student.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Do your thing in school, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
Take
you
it
stopping.
Of the Spirit. Peace and love.
Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
Lexi Brown,
What school you in?
Woodrow Wilson High School in Washington, D.C.
Okay. So how do you feel about gun control, whether the teacher should bear arms protecting the students in school?
I think it shouldn't have to come to this. We should have legislation that protects everyone from even needing to have a gun. Like, the Second Amendment is up to interpretation, and at the time, it was to form a militia. That's the only way it should be in. Like, it's just so dumb. Like, why would I want a teacher? And teachers are humans too. Sometimes they have a temper, and one accident could just change the whole game.
What do you think the teachers need?
Like everyone else, they need to vote. They need to teach us about what we can do for our communities. They need to be leaders. Yeah. But they should not bear arms.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Because if y'all don't stand up, if the students don't stand up, they'll make the law for you. All right. Yeah. Thank you, man.
So if you're 26 people killed at Sandy Hook, but everybody in the school is exposed. This is enough people. That's like the size of Eugene, Oregon. That's the size of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And it's climbing every day.
Every day.
Teachers with guns can be a little risky because teachers, though they are responsible for protecting their students, they're not always perfect people. You know, nobody's perfect. And I wouldn't want them to have to choose between saving themselves, saving their students, or say they had children. You know, it was their obligation to protect themselves. I wouldn't want anyone to have that kind of burden placed on them. I don't think that's right. But do I think gun control is important? Absolutely. It's not gonna. You're never gonna be able to ban all guns. I don't think, because our culture is too ingrained with them. But if we could just, tighter background checks, I think that would go a long way. Because the people who are doing these terrible things they're not just normal people. And you don't see many, or maybe normal is not the right word, but you don't see many people. The people that you see doing these things, they're not right.
Necessary, because that shooting could have been stopped if there was just like some form of background checks. Like the fact that you can get an AR-15 or something you don't even hunt with, like you can just buy that, is really stupid and shouldn't be allowed.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and on whether teachers should have guns, I think that's a really bad idea. Because being a teacher is like a really stressful job, and like you already have so much stuff to do and so much stuff to so much work to grade, and doing that it's just not needed and only make it worse for teachers and students.
Yeah. And further background checks, even for our police officers who have guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to be checked as well.
I completely agree with that. The fact that innocent people are being shot up like this on such a frequent basis, it's upsetting, because you're supposed to have trust in those people to protect you.
No? So what if they did pass a law?
I wouldn't
think I would do it.
I wouldn't participate. I would have the right to do that, but I probably would leave the school.
Resign, huh?
I would leave. I would
that
leave
particular
the
school.
Yeah, but my school district won't do that. We're from Delaware, so.
Okay, y'all from Delaware.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So how y'all like it up here?
It was fun today. It was a really great day.
Do you think this march is going to change anything?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Hopefully it does. I'm hoping for that too.
Thank you.